scarra here from theScore eSports here with WildTurtle after their 2-0 win against Apex. What do you think about the games? Honestly, they're very, very one-sided. Was there anything you took away from them?
I guess we kind of played pretty well on stage, and we kind of overcommitted on the bot tier. We weren't really aware of the Asher. So yeah, there's always stuff you can learn from even games like that where you just kind of win convincingly. We also had some shaky fights at Dragon where we weren't all on the same page. So we can definitely always learn something from games.
It seems like outside of that one mishap, your team tends to typically get very large leads in 1v2s. Why is that? Do you feel like it's because you guys just play the map super well? Is it because your jungler is really good? Is it because like you and the supporter are in the right spots at the right time? Popo just rotating? Like, what's the deal?
I have no idea. Our team just kind of like picks up 2v1 and then we just try to 2v1 most optimally, and we always try to always make it a lot better. And I think teams can easily learn how to 2v1, but I guess they haven't put in the effort in learning 2v1 as much as we did, because I think for our team we practice 2v1 a lot.
I see a lot of teams pick up Jhin recently. Like this week was like literally the week of Jhin. And you're the player who didn't really pick up much Jhin. You're still on the Silver Ash. What makes you not feel like Jhin is a good pick?
Well, it's not that I don't think he's a good pick. I do think he's a strong pick, and we do play him, but we just haven't had the time to play him on stage yet. And I think for me specifically as a player, I would like to pick picks where it's really good for a certain AD carry. And I felt like the other AD carries I picked are always better in the certain spot that Jhin would be in.
You guys ended up bringing out Rise Top. Rise Top is really, really susceptible to bruisers unless you tend to camp for their lanes. What really sparked this pick? Is this something that Huni was just like, you know what, we're playing Rise this week? Or was it something that you guys kind of talked about?
Honestly, Rise is just really broken. Like you just can't. It's just undeniable. Like we don't want to put it. Sometimes we don't want to put it mid, so we just give it to Huni. And I think Rise Top beats most of the bruiser picks. Shundle, I really like most of the melee picks, so it just works pretty well for our team.
In both games, you actually ended up with almost 100 CS leads. When you're playing such an immobile AD carries, I guess Silver may be a little bit more mobile, without much dedicated frontline, like how exactly do you work around that, even with the large lead that you had?
Honestly, like I was just playing around my vision really well. Like we always got like a lot of vision every time I group mid. We got a lot of vision, and then I always played around what I could see, and like I always greeted for like maybe extra couple waves, but always like I was always playing within my vision, and it worked out really well.
A lot of teams and a lot of bot lanes are picking up Braum very, very early. What do you exactly think about Braum at the moment?
Honestly, I think Braum is a really strong pick. Like Adrian still, well, we do play Braum, but we don't play Braum as often, and I think he works out in a lot of situations where Soraka would fit also. But I guess we like Soraka too, so.
Uh, Honestly, I have to ask. So your team is probably well known for playing Janna and Soraka the most of any team in the LCS. Recently, on this patch, which is coming up next week, you guys have buffs to both of those champions.
Yeah.
Are you excited? Is Adrian excited? I feel like Riot's essentially almost colluding with you guys to make sure you guys are going to come out on top.
Honestly, like Adrian's really happy about the buffs to Ancient Coin and stuff like that, and I think, yeah, it definitely probably makes our picks a little bit stronger. But also, I think teams are obviously going to pick up those picks too. So it's just not us, or we're not going to be always one tricks anymore. So I think teams are starting to catch on, and they're always going to play what's strong now.
Uh, is there a worry ever that playing the same picks means that you're not going to be adaptable enough in best ofs later in the playoffs? Because I noticed that TSM, they're winning without being able to change their strategy most of the times. And so you've been in the position where you guys also won a lot during the normal split and you didn't really have to change up too much. Is there ever like a worry like going later into the split that something like that may happen?
Yeah, there's obviously a really big worry considering we haven't really had too much success on playing tank tops. So I think like if the meta switches, we have to be ready to adapt quick, and we just got to pick up all the strong picks. So I think we're pretty open-minded to it right now, but we just got to start doing it.
And finally, tomorrow you guys are playing against Cloud9. And they're considered to be, I think, the third best team, but they recently just lost to Team Liquid. What's your opinion on Cloud9 at the moment? How do you think the match is going to play out?
It was honestly pretty surprising that they lost to Team Liquid, because Team Liquid I guess they're improving really fast. Like I don't know what's going on. Maybe Liquid's really good, or maybe C9's just not playing well that week or that game. I don't know. Like it's just really hard to say. And I think we're just gonna see a lot more when we play C9 tomorrow.
Does that mean that you expected C9 to play a lot better than they are? Like, do you think that it's warranted to call them like the third place team at the moment?
Well, it's always a toss up, I think. But I think yes, they are the probably third team along with Liquid potentially. I have no idea, and I just have to see what's gonna happen.
Okay. Any final words out for your fans? Anything that you want to say?
Hello. That's about it.
All right. This is Scar from theScore eSports. You can find more content online and on our mobile app. Thank you guys. Hope you guys have a nice day.